Have you guys noticed the shift in the trucks people are buying? I did a poll. Over 2,000 people actually responded to it. And I was actually shocked at what people are looking for in a truck today. Now, most of you guys know I have this 2024 GMC Sierra 2500 AT4X. This has always been the truck I wanted to buy. 18-inch wheels, big tires, and guess what? When you go inside, luxurious interior. But it's not just GM. Ford also has a really nice off-road truck known as the Trimmer. They introduced this back in 2020, and it was a huge success. This is a platinum trim. So again, you get these 18-inch wheels, big tires, 35s, and they give you the luxurious interior. And because the Super Duty trimmer did so well, Ford introduced the F-150 trimmer. And for 2024, 2025, you can now get a winch on the front of these trucks. And these are the bumpers that you have to get that is capable for. Let's go online. I want to show you guys this poll really quickly. So it says here, I've noticed a shift in the trucks people are buying today, and it seems like more people are wanting more off-road oriented trucks. Which one do you prefer? And let me know down below, which is basically luxury pickup versus off-road pickup. 73% of the people who did this poll said they wanted an off-road pickup, and only 27% of those people said they wanted a luxury pickup. And I was really shocked by that, because typically you do see more luxury pickups, but if you take a look at some of these manufacturers, like for example, this is a Chevy Trail Boss. They've had this for a while now, but a few years back, a couple years back really, they introduced the ZR2. And this is just a more hardcore pickup truck that you can buy. And even for those who don't want to spend too much money on a pickup truck, you can now get that Trail Boss package with this custom trim level. I mean, this truck right here cost probably just under 50, I don't know, just over 50, $53,700. And it's pretty bare bones, cloth seats. This one has a 2.7 4-cylinder turbo. And as you guys know, they're still continuing to build these off-road SUVs as well. And here's yet another ZR2. And let's see if we can find that HD truck that they just introduced. So here it is. This is the 2025 Trail Boss HD. I've done a few videos on this truck. Now, the only thing that really sticks out about this is it has a little bit more aggressive tire that you can get on any other Silverado that has a 20-inch wheel, and they give it the black bumpers. But essentially this is just a Z71 package, which they've already had, but it just has a more, I guess, off-road appearance, because as I said, they give you the black bumpers, but it doesn't have any extra lift or anything like that. Oh yeah, it has red tow hooks. There it is. That's what it is, red tow hooks. That makes it really off-road. But in the comment section, after seeing that poll, over 2,000 people said that they would much rather have an off-road truck. Now I'm going to show you guys some of the comments here really quickly. Let's go ahead and unpack this really quickly. Now the first comment, and this was actually the top comment on that poll, was from Darius Beverly. He says, for me, I have no intention of ever going off-road, but the look and aesthetics of the off-roader are what's more appealing to me. Just looks more like a manly piece of machinery, and I kind of agree with that. Up next was Max Daddy. He says, I bought a 2024 2500 HD ZR2 Bison. It will be the campground king. I'll leave the off-road stuff to the Jeep and the side-by-side. Love my truck. JB was a huge influence in purchasing the ZR2. Thanks. No problem. Thank you for sharing that. And then here's 3 more. I won't read these out, but be sure to take a look at them. So you guys see right here, right? You have literally a row of off-roaders. This is the Rebel from Ram. They also have a few Power Wagons. You guys see right here. You see me do a lot of videos on these guys here. 40-inch tires on that AEV Prospector XL. So here's my thought. I think the reason why more people are looking to buy these off-road trucks is, number one, when you get an off-road truck, you get an off-road suspension 9 times out of 10, and that off-road suspension does help with the ride a lot. And just as Darius said, and I agree with him, he basically said it. Some people just like that rugged look. A lot of people are not into the chrome anymore, and some people aren't into the 20-inch wheels anymore, or like that black Laramie Night Edition that has 22-inch wheels. When you get these big 22-inch wheels, you're gonna have a harsher ride, and in some cases you're gonna have a more expensive tire, and it just doesn't look as cool as something like this with the, you know, off-road bumpers, things like that, a little bit more aggressive tire, and it's just more appealing, I think, overall when you're thinking about buying a pickup truck, right? And so for me personally, I think the ride and the look, those are probably the top things, because as you just saw, I mean, just from 2 comments I know, but as you just saw, most guys are not looking to go off-road. They're not looking to take a $120,000 truck out in the mud. Like, they're just not going to do it, and I don't blame them, but they like the idea of the softer suspension. And when you have more sidewall, typically, now unfortunately this would have been a point maybe 10-12 years ago, but unfortunately now that more people do want more sidewall, want more taller tires, the tires are more expensive to buy today. But here's the other thing, when you have more sidewall, you have a softer ride too. So yes, when you get an off-road truck, 9 times out of 10, the truck's gonna have a better ride compared to the trucks with the larger wheels on them, for sure. And in some cases, it's gonna be a little bit cheaper for the tire if you're not looking at those, or if you are looking at those 22-inch wheels as a comparison. Now here's a quick detour. You guys remember the days when people would lower the truck, put some really fat tires on it, and that used to be the style? This is now what people want. And the manufacturers know it. I mean, if you go to Toyota, on just about every trim level that Toyota offers, you can get the TRD off-road package. And do you guys remember, and I used to sell Toyotas, do you guys remember the Tundra Rock Warrior? I think that's what it was called, the Rock Warrior. I sold so many Rock Warriors back in the day, it wasn't even funny. And that truck wasn't really decked out. I don't think you could get leather seats. It wasn't like a luxury truck. It was just like a nice off-road package that Toyota offered back in 2008, 2009 time frame. And it was around for a little bit, but then they just discontinued it. But I'm serious when I say this. That truck was so popular. So many people came in to get that truck. But what people want today is they want this off-road look, and they want this interior. They want the leather seats, heated and ventilated. They want the center console. They still want to have the rear locker. This truck has a sway bar disconnect. They want the sunroof. They want the premium sound system. They just want it all, but they want it to have that rugged look. And I understand that. And so that poll really shocked me, because I was expecting it to be like 50-50, and to see that it was such a huge like push towards wanting more off-road, it makes sense now why the manufacturers are doing it. As I said, GM has the AT4, AT4X, they've had the X31 package, which is basically the Z71 package from Chevy. Ram has had the Power Wagon for a long time. They introduced the Rebel back in what, 2014, 2015? I think it was 2015 when they introduced the Rebel for the half tons, and even the HDs now have the Rebel nameplate too. And of course with Ford they have the Tremor package and the Raptor, which is the Baja. So yes, hope you guys learned something in this video. I'm pretty much done here. I just thought that really shocked me. More people are wanting to see the off-road trucks, and it shows. It really makes sense now why people are starting to shift more towards having an off-road oriented truck, because as I said, they do have the better ride, and they give you that really cool look on the exterior, and you still get that luxury interior. Later.